what other platforms they should be watching, how to get in touch with other people. I said Kenya, Rwanda is just around the corner. Connect with those creatives, yeah?
Okay, hello and welcome back to GZK Podcast, a monthly dive into cultural project processes in Uganda. My name is Sina. I'm the cultural coordinator of Goethe-Zentrum Kampala, now doing this podcast, I think, for the 5th or 6th time, and always being very happy to have these special artists here with us who are going to share their knowledge, their ideas, their background stories of projects. And today's episode is with a very special guest. We have Beatrace Angut Oola here, the founder of Fashion Africa Now. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
Yes, we are very grateful to have you on board. And yeah, maybe we go a bit back where our cooperation, or where your cooperation started with Goethe-Zentrum Kampala, which was in 2018.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite some time ago. Huh? Yeah, so we started talking because I was in the process of curating an exhibition called Connecting AfroFutures Fashion, Hair and Design. It was an exhibition, of course, about contemporary African fashion, and it was between Senegal, Uganda, and Germany, and it took place in the Kunstgewerbe Museum in Berlin. And 2019, we had a event here in Kampala, and Goethe-Zentrum was one of our partners, and it was really like so beautiful to have the support, and also for us a base where we knew we can, do our things and also interact and link more with the community over here. So this is how it started. And the exhibition was running 3 months in Berlin, and it was, about reclaiming the narrative, showing African aesthetics, coming basically from an African Black perspective. And it was, for me, very important that this exhibition is taking place in a design museum and not in an ethnological museum. Because most of the time people think African art or fashion is rooted, or the place for it is ethno. I'm like, no, we need to have also our place in a design museum. And it was its first kind of exhibition for Kunstgewerbe Museum in Berlin. And what is even more beautiful, the first African designer who is now part of the collection is a Ugandan designer, is Njola Impressions. So It was really, for me, very important to take it further, not just to stop with the exhibition, because I believe in sustainability. So therefore I said, no, since African fashion is not represented in the collections, I think it would be a good start to include one of our designers who are participating. And so this was really a milestone.
Nice. Yeah, already a lot of content we can deal with here. Very interesting. I love it. And so the cooperation continued. Last year in 2020, we had the virtual fashion talks, which was a series to bring together Ugandan and German fashion designers. We had 2 fashion talks.
Yes.
And they were both focusing on branding culture, how to push yourself as a designer, as a fashion designer, but also to question educational aspects in fashion education. And it was really nice because everyone knew last year there was not much going on, so a lot of things went online, and we realized that this was really fruitful because these fashion designers from Germany and Uganda, they didn't know each other before, but they came together during this online talk, and you were moderating and curating the sessions. And maybe you can tell us a bit what you took out of it and where you would like to continue working with.
No, that collabo last year, it was also really just right for our situation with this whole COVID and whatever. Because for me, I was also thinking, my goodness, I mean, how can we still stay connected? Yeah, just because we are facing this pandemic, it cannot be that now everything is standing still. So it was so good that there was this opportunity through Goethe to really host this fashion talks, and the fact that yes, the guests didn't know each other. So it was also interesting for me, basically, again, to connect people and to give them a space to express themselves and to speak about their challenges and their future and hopes. And it was for me also again interesting to dive deeper into the scene and just to understand better what is lacking, and also how things are on the ground, how it is. I mean, now I'm here in Uganda, in Kampala, and I've been here now for some time, and you get a different feeling than when you're abroad and you're just always communicating online. And so for that last year, for the collaboration, it was definitely good to meet new people and to link them up and to be part of it. We are part of this movement, and it's so good to have a role in this movement and to have also kind of leading role. How I would call my position in a way. And this is through these collaborations what we had last year. This is how it can be fostered and how you can really push forward the culture. And so at the end of the day, I really loved that the guests among each other connected and started also to network, and because out of these collaborations, new projects happen to be, and this is so good. This is how you keep things moving, improving, and how you grow a community. Since the scene is still young, small, we need to have this network, and we need to have these opportunities where experts come together, connect, talk about things that matters, talk about their field. And this was very good, where I'm looking forward to continue.
Yeah, for us too. And maybe to add on that also for our listeners, so you are based in Germany, right? Like you are now in Uganda, but you live in Hamburg in Germany, and also your platform Fashion Africa Now, which of course is not only on the ground, also a digital platform, is focusing on contemporary design from African perspectives, also from the diaspora perspective. And maybe to continue there a bit, what's going on also in Germany, you are now having a lecturer position in the university in Bremen, and maybe you can tell us a bit more about that.
This also happened to be last year. So I'm a lecturer in the fields of art and design. So I created a seminar for theory that combines the whole African fashion movement, but in alignment with colonism, and where we are talking about coloniality in fashion and society. And the students, they should get a kind of idea what the effects of colonism have on the fashion industry, because sometimes you really do not see how it's connected, how the link-ups. So there are design students and fashion design students. So it's very interesting. And it was also for me very nice work, because I created this seminar and I had to set it up. So I'm introducing them the fashion scene, the fashion Africa cities, and also showing them really the Black African perspective, so they can get a better understanding of what is this fashion industry about, how was it built, who are the movers and shakers, what is it about the global north, global south, what can we do about it, how is sustainability part of this, because we cannot speak about sustainability without talking about colonialism. And for so many, this kind of link up wasn't there because they always have been seeing the Eurocentric perspective. So, and for the university, what I have been doing in Germany, they saw my work, and the professor for the design department, she came across my work and she was like, she wants her students also to think more critical about the whole creative industry and to get to other perspectives. So this is how,
and it's high time, right? I mean, it's crazy that this has not been part of the schedule before. So it's great, and I hope that also this awareness is going to continue growing in Germany and in Europe.
Totally.
And it's really, really great that you're doing this. And I think it's already 2 weeks ago we had another cooperation with you. So because you're now here in Uganda, we thought of, hey, we should do something on the ground. So you organized a fashion workshop for upcoming fashion designers in the field of production and designing campaigns and lookbooks. So it was a bit more specific, let's say, and you hold it at Motive Design Hub. And I think when my colleague Annie and I, when we were there, we felt like the participants were really engaged and very eager to learn from you. Like they were sitting there writing down everything and being engaged. So what did you take out of this workshop, and what were challenges, or where would you like to focus on more maybe the next time?
First of all, I mean, it was so good I made the step to come over and to host this workshop here on the ground, because it just had a much more connection with the participants. And we were a group of, there were nearly 20 participants, and from 2 different fashion schools here in Uganda, Records Fashion School, and then I think I have it right in mind, Tessie, if I remember well. So it was also, first of all, interesting to see that among each other they were not knowing themselves, and though the scene is so young. But since we were doing the fashion production workshop, how to create a campaign, and then the fashion styling workshop, this is when they had to work together, when I was now telling them, okay, you're now going to separate from your friends, so you're going to create now new teams and work on a style. And this is when they linked up, when they also exchanged, when they started to talk to each other, find out who's actually my person here I'm working with at the moment. And then they also noticed, oh, wow, actually I can learn something from this one. I could connect and see what we can do next together. So that was so beautiful to see them basically connecting and linking up, and also to also understand what they're facing. Because for me now I realize really it's a privilege to have internet. And to see that it's not always easy to be online. And in our field, in the fashion creative field, I mean, it's about being online. It's about social media. It's about expressing yourself anywhere, every time. And then I was like, wow, it makes sense why the scene is not yet out there, because you really need to be able to have that budget to be non-stop online.
With the scene, you mean Uganda scene?
Uganda. So but then also to understand what they're facing, because what was also again clear is what they're taught in school, that they are mostly focusing on fashion tailoring, and it's a business, so it's so much more you need to learn. That's why they were so eager and happy to understand, okay, when I have finalized my collection, what do I do next? To understand the next steps. And they were like asking, and how do I go about it? Because the big question is, how do I create an international brand? And these are necessarily topics you should learn at a fashion school, but you're not taught. So therefore it was good to be on the ground and exchange with them, and I was also learning from them. So this is much more needed. That's why I'm happy to continue. I really noticed I really enjoyed hosting this workshop and interacting. And for me also, for consistency and also to be somehow sustainable, we created a WhatsApp group just to stay in touch and to see yeah,
happening.
who's
Yes.
exactly moving forward, and just to also watch each other and to share information. And this was also the next big thing for them, that I was giving them or feeding them with information, how they can source, where they should look, what other platforms they should be watching, how to get in touch with other people. I said Kenya, Rwanda is just around the corner. Connect with those creatives, So, and that was for them really mind blowing, like, wow, that they got this information, names. And since we have this group, I'm always now sharing contacts. I'm like, you just reach out to the people, say hi from Fashion Africa now. And you never know, maybe they can do with you a collabo or whatever, but this is so important.
Yes. And I also think I guess they have maybe thought about connecting, but then what I also realized in many artists fields, like there's this kind of, okay, maybe someone can take my idea, there's mistrust, there is not enough also confidence sometimes to go out there and present your work. So I think when someone like you is telling them this information and also give them this kind of push, hey, you can go out there, right? I mean, there are people who also learn from you, and not everyone is like wants the bad thing somehow.
Yes, exactly.
That is also important, I think. Like it's somehow mentoring them a bit.
Yeah, true. Because this, exactly. It's about, because in this industry you need to be open. You cannot be hiding your ideas. Of course, there's a risk of ripping you off. Yeah, and I understand also now more where this is coming from, because the other day I got to hear that there's even no law that can protect you. So cultural or intellectual property is not protected.
Exactly,
and this is something, we really need to talk about it, Uganda. Because in the arts field, this is number one protection. If you know someone can just take it, then of course, and this is how this mentality is created and kept, because there's really no law that can protect your work. And but still we need to go over it, because it's all about collaboration. And I think this is what they really took out of the workshop, that you can only succeed really if you collaborate.
Definitely. And following up on collaboration, so well, this is not yet fixed, but hopefully we can also do something bigger together regarding this exchange of the fashion students from Germany, Bremen, where you are lecturing, and also having some fashion schools here, like Records Fashion School or Chambogo University, to also bring these students from two continents together. And I think, wow, this would be amazing. I hope that it's going to happen.
Yes, and absolutely.
To see where this is going, and especially also for the German students to get to know what's going here on the ground.
Because this is also really missing, because in Germany the access, the media, you cannot really see what is happening. Just a few know and are aware that, this is a good place to be around and to go to. But the creative industry, I believe it would really be good if we connect more. And so this is what I'm looking forward that the next collabo we are in, it's this exchange. Yes.
So how long are you going to stay in Uganda? What's your plan for the next weeks?
I'll be around. I mean, I said I need to go back at one point, but I will be definitely around until June. Until June. And actually it's also good that I'm here, because in between I will be going to Ghana, because there's some African fashion retreat conference kind of thing going on. I'm invited to, because different players around the continent are invited, and we want to also talk about the challenges in this industry and what we can do together. And it's also about collaborating, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to meet really interesting people who have been doing great things in Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa. So and I want to bring, of course, Uganda on the map, because this is now really important that Uganda is listed, and we're here, we're coming. So this is something I'm really happy about. And then when I will be back, hopefully end of this year, Yeah, and then for a longer period, because I see myself really here in Uganda doing things, mentoring. Yeah, I see this is something what is really important, to give really this whole knowledge, yeah, or at least knowledge sharing, so the young people have a kind of guide. Yeah, so guidance. I think this is what would help a lot, because the potential is there, the talent is there. It just needs shape, yeah, and information. Yeah, contact, network. And there you go.
Nice. And regarding your Fashion Africa Now platform, where would you like to see this like in 5 years?
Yes. Oh man. I mean, we launched the Fashion Africa Now podcast last year. So I hope this Fashion Africa Now platform is going to be a media brand that is going to be really implemented in media. So I hope a media station here in Uganda will be also airing our podcast, or somehow, collaborating with us. And it should be seen as a information platform where you can really gain information and connect and link up with people. So in 5 years, I hope, we will be well known internationally and recognized as a source, as an information platform, and as a connector, that really connects intercontinental between Europe and Africa, since we have really a wide network. And I hope really a lot of people will be also working with us on the platform. We are open, volunteers, join us.
Spread the word.
We're open, because this is what I'm also interested in, giving a chance to visibility, because anyone who's listening and who's into writing, send us an email. This is a chance, because we have viewers around Europe, in different African countries. So the interns who had been working with us, they all got really great jobs, because they were having us in their reports, and it's always something special. So therefore, people who really want to tap into the writing, come over. It's about visibility, and your name will be there, and you will be able also to interact more.
Nice.
Yeah. So
how big is your team right now?
Because we are, at the moment, it's always is a variety, but at the moment we're not too many. We're 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 4 people. And when we organize events, so this is also what we have been doing with Fashion Africa Now, since it's a digital platform, but we do also offline. We organize talks, we organize pop-up shops, we organize exhibitions. So when we have this happening, then the team grows. And I always like to bring volunteers and interns into the team. And depends also on the budgets. We can pay some small fees, like the ones now who are on the team, they're all paid. I mean, they're freelancers, since we're not yet there in hiring employees, but at least they're freelancers, they're paid. So step by step. Nice. And we are also happy to have collaboration partners, also a foundation in South Germany who's supporting us with the podcast, because this is also what we still need. We need also finance support. So they decided to step in, and since they're also working in how you call it, development, and so they saw the link up, what will fit their agenda very well.
What's the name of the partner?
So our partner is SEZ. So they're based in Stuttgart in South Germany. Nice. And we also started our collaboration last year, because I said also, for me, I want partners. So they're a partner. So we're really partners, and through them we were able to found the podcast. And now what we're also setting up a platform called Future Fashion Made in Africa, and this should also support the brands in Germany, brands from designers of African origin, to also access the African market. But at the same time, it should also support African designers to access the European or international market. So we're looking into trade shows where we can really support selected brands, and to also host talks, events, and things like that. But yeah, we need to look into how to do it with this COVID.
Yes, I was thinking the same. I mean, right now in Germany, you cannot really do that, but still, also with the podcast and with this podcast, you can raise awareness at least, you know, and share information and knowledge, and hopefully soon these events can take place again. Because also when you look at Germany, it's so important that also Fashion Africa now is growing there to because it's in like based in Hamburg, and to find more partners and to push this conversation and to make aware also of colonialism in the fashion history and everything. So that's really some great work you're doing, and hopefully we have you back soon then in Uganda, and let's see what will come out of your next activities then. And so for the end, maybe what would you like to give out to the upcoming fashion designers, especially now in Uganda, like since we're here, what you would like to share with them, some goals?
I would like to say that it's important that you really do your research. Do not rush into some things just because you're like, oh my God, I need to do this now, the other one is doing it like that. You know, research is really super important. And what I've been also preaching during the workshop, you know, this is also about identity. Look into your culture, bring it in, because this is what is going to shape your brand at the end of the day. This is your unique selling point. So I think what is really important, take your time, do your research. Don't be shy to reach out to people. Connect is what I can say. And just, feel free to collaborate and look out for the best.
That's very nice. Thank you so much, Beatrice, for this conversation. And for everyone who's listening, we're going to share her social media handles, and you will also see a link of Fashion Africa Now platform. And you will even meet Beatrice next week, Monday, at White Coffee Bar, depending exactly when we are releasing this podcast. But anyway, Beatrice is around everywhere here in Kampala. And follow her social media handles and stay updated. And thank you for sharing everything.
Yes, thank you for having me here.
Bye.
Bye.